creating content, you do not need to create everything that you need in one day or everything that you need at a particular time. You can also create what we call content vaults or content banks. All right. Now, your content bank is, you would have seen a topic that's probably very interesting, or a story related to your specialty, or related to what you want to talk about. That's very interesting. You can save that topic, all right, and keep it for a particular day. All right. See another one that is interesting, or see something that somebody talked about, but the person did not expand. Maybe the person gave 2 reasons for something. Then you could give 5 reasons why you have to do this now, or 10 reasons, related to that thing the person talked about. You can expand on it. All right. So those content, you can create all of them and keep in your vault or your bank and release whenever you want to release it. Okay, so it's like every day you are looking around, you are seeing the stories, things are happening. So you are creating the content every day as you're moving around, as you're going, you're going to work, you're going to the office, you are seeing patients, all right? You are picking this content, you are creating every single day. All right. If you are doing a side hustle, you are doing another business, whatever business you are doing, whatever it is that you are doing, you always have this, this vault. All right. Like me now, I have several things to talk about. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about them in 1 year. There are so many. I don't even have time to talk about all of them. But every day I see things that are related to social media, related to marketing, related to business that I can talk about. All right. So my content bank is so full. All right. Because every day I'm picking things, and you can do the same. Pick things every day. You go on social media, you see things that people have said. Let's say you're on Instagram, for example. Something that somebody has said that you think you want to work on. Instagram has a save tab on the. If you're looking at your Instagram feed directly, on the left, on your right, that's your right hand. While you're looking at the feed, as you're looking at your phone, you're on your feed, your right hand like this. At the end, you see one save, tab under. You can click on it and you can save the post. You can save that post and expand on it. You can save that post and do something different. The post can be a guide and you can do something different. Okay, you can create collections of different posts. All right, social media, you can have those collections can be like your content pillars. So for social media now, you can have content marketing, social media marketing, content creation, content tools, social media ads. You can see all these pillars. So you can talk about any of this. So the content you are saving can be saved into any of these collections. These collections can be pillars for you. All right, so that's important. We also talked about where to get content ideas. Content ideas can come from all these things I've talked about: pillars, votes, what you saved on IG, right? Content ideas can also come from what is the trending information, what is the trending gist. All right, for example, you can check Google Trends and say, okay, Google Trends, type Google Trends and search for what is the trending healthcare gist. All right, there was a material release, I think it was last week. It was a material released by Oxford University about COVID, that they found the gene, one of the genes that is responsible for a lot of the fatalities in COVID. All right, with people that have COVID, that gene worsens it and you have high fatality. So they found out that gene was very common in Europeans and in Asians, but not so common in Africans. So that explained why Africans have we don't have so many deaths and why they have several deaths over there. All right, so that was a trending thing. All right, so that trending information is a content idea. So you could look at it, you could talk about it, you could develop it, you could talk about it in terms of Africa or in terms of the world generally. So content ideas like that, right? There are some other things like Google Alerts, all right? So you can set up Google Alerts for any subject at all. You can set up Google Alerts for pediatrics, child health, Google Alerts for dentistry, Google Alerts for tooth care, Google Alerts for surgery, Google Alerts for nephrology, just name it. You can set up Google Alerts for any topic under the sun. Anywhere that topic is mentioned, all right, you will get a mail from Google about that topic. So you can take that topic, expand it, deliver the latest information that you found out as regards it, do a little bit more research and deliver something really cool. All right. So the whole thing about content, it's just everywhere. So I'm sometimes a bit surprised, maybe because people don't know, but it's everywhere. Just keep looking around you. All right. There is another tool called Ask the Public. In Ask the Public, you just put the subject matter that you want to talk about. Put the subject matter there, and they will bring out a variety of questions to ask. Why this? How this? All right. When this? Who this? So you just have all these questions related to it, millions of questions from one keyword that you put there, and you can talk about it. All right. So understand that what you are doing, personal branding, online marketing, social media marketing, whatever content creation you are doing, what you are doing is, one, you are deliberately making sure that your audience, your customers, thank you so much, ma. You are deliberately making sure that your audience and your customers perceive you in a particular way. All right, they perceive you like an expert in that thing. All right, the minute you start talking, okay, if you're talking a lot about gender violence, gender rights, about rights of people and all of that, before you know it, they start calling you feminist. All right, because that is what you are doing all the time. It looks like what feminists do. All right, if you're talking about politics all the time, they start calling you a politician or a political commentator. All right, if you are if you're talking about what else, whatever it is you're talking about, if you consistently do it, you will begin to appear as an expert in that area. If you are saying the government did not do this, the government should have done that, the government will start calling you an activist. Tomorrow they'll invite you to TV, say, come, please come. They're looking for activists to come and talk on a particular matter. All right, that is how these things work. All right, so it's a deliberate, conscious effort to position yourself. All right, so it's not today I'll do it, oh, tomorrow I'll not do it, oh, today, oh, I don't know. Deliberate, conscious. That is what a brand is. All right, the major thing about a brand is the consistency of it. All right, you now become known with it. All right, me for example, now the consistency of wearing my beads. So anytime people want to describe, oh, that guy that wears 20 beads, that's the brand. All right, so it's the consistency of doing that thing that positions you in the mind of those people. All right, the devil is always lying, so he's a liar. He's always destroying things. He's a destroyer. He's always killing people. He's a killer. So the Bible now said he came to steal, to kill, and to destroy, because that's what he does all the time. He has a brand. All right? So you can also develop your own brand. So whatever you are doing, understand that you are doing it for some people. So understand the audience. What do they want? Create for them. They are the ones that are going to enjoy the content. They are the ones that are going to use the content. They are the ones that are going to they're the ones that are going to share the content. They're the ones that are going to give you the visibility you are looking for. They're the ones that are going to push you, because by the time they start pushing you, you now appear on TV and they'll be like, how did this guy get on TV? Simple. All right, how did skit makers like Lasisi, all it does was just, they just record a video like this and they make a skit. And the next thing is acting in Nollywood. He didn't go to film school, right? But he was always doing skits. Do you understand? And that positioned him, and he's there. So it is that deliberate action, all right, to be known for what you want to be known for. All right, so focus on what you want to be known for. Create content on those areas, and make sure you do not stop. All right, it's consistent content creation, deliberately, looking at areas that involve you, or an area that you want to be perceived as an expert. All right, so develop your expertise in one area, and you can transfer expertise. All right, you can transfer expertise. If somebody knows that you're an expert in a particular, so that guy is an expert in sonography. Oh, that guy knows so much about sonography. You should talk to him. Now, when you now go to another place and you're talking about any other matter, all right? Now, there might be experts there, but when you come there and you are, providing some form of information and the information makes sense, they'll say, yeah, I knew he was going to do that. Yeah, he's also an expert in this area. So here he's just transferring that knowledge. Yes. All right. Authority can be transferred. All right. A brand can be transferred. All right. I teach marketing. I teach, strategy, right? But some places, after teaching and training, they called me motivational speaker. All right? I said, well, as long as it brings in the money, all right, I'm fine. I'm a motivational speaker. So I finished teaching something, and the woman was like, you'll be very good for our people. And they took me, and they called me motivational speaker when I got there. Well, it's okay. Call me whatever you want. Call me, pay me the money, and I go. Right? I could transfer my brand. I could transfer authority. Do you understand? So branding gives you that authority and it can be transferred. Okay.